You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by the Great Big Gift Card Giveaway. And Mr. Farris, how are you, sir?
I'm pretty darn good. Gosh dang it, darn it. It's Friday, right?
Yeah.
It was Friday.
Woo, party. party.
Calendar.
Let's see, who's partying? Steven Spielberg is partying today.
Oh, nice.
Happy birthday.
75.
Holy cow.
Holy moly. Brad Pitt is 58.
Nice.
Yupper. And, you know, I don't have a lot of icons, but this guy just has always done it for me. Rolling Stones guitarist Keith Richards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is 77 today. He cannot be taken out with conventional weapons. One of my all-time favorite Keith Richards quotes. This is awesome. Years ago, talking to a reporter, quote, "Let me be clear about this. I don't have a drug problem. I have a police problem." Keith, by the way, a year or so ago, put the plug in the jug. He no longer drinks, and single-handedly put the Rebel Yell Bourbon Company out of business. Happy birthday to those folks. It was 1917. Speaking of drinking, the 18th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution authorizing prohibition of alcohol is approved by Congress.
How'd that go?
Things got a little messy.
Yeah.
A little bit messy. Turns out people still wanted their hooch, and darn it, they do just about anything to get their hands on it. So.
Yeah.
It was 1796, the first United States newspaper to do a Sunday edition.
Oh.
The Baltimore Monitor. It was mostly ads.
JCPenney one-day only sales.
Yep. And in 1966, Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas airs for the very first time on CBS. It was 54 years ago today.
Holy cow.
That is still just an awesome program. Boris Karloff, probably his best acting ever. Well, he was the narrator and the voice of the Grinch.
The voice of the guy singing, "You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch." He's
Yep.
from Nebraska.
Yeah, that's
he was
a great
also the
tune,
voice of Tony the Tiger.
Now, in the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas, 54 years ago, the voice of Cindy Lou Who was done by a voice actor named June Foray.
Okay.
She would also go on to be the voice of Jokey Smurf.
Oh.
And she was the voice of Natasha in Rocky and Bullwinkle.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah, yep. In fact,
I learned some stuff.
She actually is a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, did a lot of voice work over the years, and apparently she was pretty awesome. So
Apparently.
there you go. I know now. You know, and I think we're all better for it.
We are much better.
All right, fantastic.
I have to say, though, that I'm positive we are.
Let's just stumble forward, shall we?
We will do exactly that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you this week by the Great Big Gift Card Giveaway.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Happy salute out the old well-started prim of the Ranger Dan Captain. You two crazy little knuckleheads. You, Gino, you're looking. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Heidi, you know, just want to mention here, just note that this happens to be the last day of Hanukkah, and you must be Jewish because you Israeli hot. I don't know what I've been more proud of myself. That was a doozy.
That was a good one.
Holy moly. And speaking of Hanukkah and speaking of holidays and speaking of Israel, let's talk pigs, shall we? And, you know, a lot of people like to gather around the old Christmas table and, well, they get a Christmas ham, right? The big old Christmas ham.
Yeah.
So I Thought I'd take a little bite out of this. As you may or may not know, I do have a best-selling double platinum album out there recorded live at Cheetah's.
Oh, yeah.
Near Sisseton about a year or so ago, and that is double platinum now. Well, it's special Christmas edition I'm kicking out there, and we added another little couple cuts to that whole thing having to do with, with food, because critters eventually become food, and gosh darn it, food can be funny, especially pork.
Food can be funny.
Fun with pork. So here we go. You ready? Strap yourselves in.
I'm strapped.
Ready.
You animals, yeah? Ham sandwich walks into a bar, orders a beer. Bartender says, "Sorry, we don't serve food here." Two hunters had been lost for days. They're getting weak from lack of food when they spot what appears to be a small tree with strips of meat hanging on it. First hunter yells, "Oh my goodness, it's a bacon tree," and runs towards it only to be shot at with a hail of bullets.
Oh.
Hunting buddy screams, "Duck or for cover, that's not a bacon tree, that's a ham bush."
Wow.
And finally a man goes to the doctor. He's got a carrot up his nose, mashed potatoes in his ears, and slabs a ham on his forehead. And
What?
he asks desperately, what's wrong with me, Doc? And Doc replies, "Well, it looks like you're not eating right." Well, that's all the time we have today, our little Radio Rangers. Feel free to share those little tidbits with anybody who'll give you the time of day. Next time is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me. Yes, sir.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, and it is brought to you this whole week by the Great Big Gift Card Giveaway.
Hundreds of cards valued at over thousands and thousands of dollars, and we're just throwing them around like nobody's business.
Yeah, I feel like Scrooge McDuck, when he would jump into his pile of money and swim through it.
It's been pretty great.
And that's my desk kind of looks like that right now with gift cards everywhere.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is very cool. Huge thank you to all the businesses that have helped with this.
And a huge thank you to the Sioux Falls Police Department and pretty much every first responder everywhere. Every now and again, I like to just punch up the police log because you can do that.
Yeah,
you can do that.
It's a free country.
And I'm always a little bit surprised because, again, we are not privy to most of this activity. But in the past 24 hours or so, our Sioux Falls Police Department has responded to approximately 150 or so calls.
Wow.
Just a 24-hour period, including your basic shoplifting, narcotics charges, vandalism, bad checks, fraud, stolen vehicles, disorderly conduct, intoxication in public, larceny, weapons violations, abandoned vehicles,
and that's all
runaway. And it just goes on and on. And I love the fact that in our neck of the woods here, we're always looking for more officers and how to better our police department and how to shore things up. And the what I'm getting at is this. Now, as you know, I'm a Minneapolis kid and still have brothers and family who live there. And as you know, Minneapolis got into this whole thing a year or so ago about we need to defund the police and let's reimagine policing. And I came across this little blurb here. This very time, carjackings in Minneapolis are up 530% from the same time.
Whoa!
Not 5%, not 53%, 530%.
That's a lot of percent.
It's just huge because they're reimagining policing. And from what I understand, talking to my brothers and what they're going, cops are they're fed up. But things
I don't blame them.
This is just kind of crazy.
We've got new officers moving to Sioux Falls from other parts of the Great Land. That's really cool. They're looking for a place where they're wanted and they're feeling welcome.
And we want them.
Yeah, when you see our men and women in blue out there, whatever, just throw them a little salute. Go, hey man, have a great day. We appreciate you. That's all there is to it because they do a fantastic job, and we're pretty lucky to have what we have set up here as opposed to pretty much across the border in a bunch of directions.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely.
Very nice. Thank you for that report, sir.
You betcha.
Going to be making a phone call here in a minute. Top secret. Can't tell you who it is. Okay, I will. You twisted my arm. I'm going to talk to Matt Luke from Complete Media.
What?
Going to chat about DakotaHolidays.com. They've been doing this for how long has it been? It's quite a few years.
Oh.
Like 7 years or something?
Gosh, yeah, 7-8 years.
We've been a part of it the last few years. All of the details coming your way, but again, you can sneak ahead and, get all the info right now if you'd like at DakotaHolidays.com.
Want to save money? Take the BetterCreditCards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to BetterCreditCards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it can help you get a better credit card. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture, and we're going to brighten your day right now with some awesome news. I've got Matt Luke joining me from Complete Media, and we're going to talk about DakotaHolidays.com. Matt, how are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Good morning, John.
Well, I appreciate you taking some time to chat. Now, how long has DakotaHolidays.com been a thing?
Dakota Holidays has been a website for almost 7 years now. So this will be our 7th holiday season.
And we've had a chance to work with you the last couple of years, and I just think it's such a cool idea because there are people looking for things to do. They're looking for the Christmas lights and the Christmas lanes, and this is kind of the one-stop shop for everything holidays in the Dakotas.
It sure is. We have everything from, like you said, the Christmas lights and lanes with clickable directions to each lane in order so you can get to the lanes most efficiently and enjoy your evening and see as many lights as possible. We also have links to the best community calendars with all the Christmas events. And then most importantly, we have links to the nonprofits and charities in the area that could use support this holiday season.
And 2020 has been such a bizarre year. There are just so many weird things that have happened this year, but the things that are there no matter what, good times, bad times, anything, there are charities that are there to help people. And this year is a great year to reach out to them. If you've been blessed in 2020, it's a great year to reach out and help because some of these charities are really struggling this year, aren't they?
They sure are. It's been, like you said, a strange year, and if we can support our local community and our neighbors as best as we can, it sure makes the season a little bit more bright for a few folks in our area.
And again, DakotaHolidays.com is a website that you can go to, and you can see a whole list of charities. Now, if there's a charity listening that's going, man, how do I get listed on that? Is it a pretty simple process to get listed on DakotaHolidays.com?
It sure is. We have a Make a Submission link right on the homepage. So if you have a charity that you'd like to be featured on our website, certainly go to DakotaHolidays.com, click the link, and fill out the form. And if you have a new Christmas lane or display at your house or in your neighborhood, you can submit that for our map as well, too.
That's really cool. So if somebody knows of, hey, this house is not on the list, but it really should be, they can reach out and submit that?
They sure can, whether it's the person that actually put up the display or someone driving by that thinks it's pretty neat. That's certainly something you can do. And we do rely on that support and that feedback from the community to help keep our map up to date and the best it can be.
And this is one of the things that we're planning to do this weekend is get out and see the lights, because I know there are a lot of people that have already done it. We've had several friends that have actually told us they went through, on the list, kind of house by house and checked it all out. We've not done that yet this year, so we're excited to do it. But when I'm looking at DakotaHolidays.com, I kind of get a sneak preview of some, and there's some videos on the bottom of the page that you guys had shared through Facebook. Some people really go all out with these lights, don't they?
Oh, there's actually a few new homes this year that have synced the lights to the music, and most of them have a display or a sign in the yard that lists the radio station you can tune in to hear the music. And wow, there's some really great ones. In fact, there's a 10-year-old boy that did it on the west side of town, and that would be great to drive by his, and man, he just did a great job.
And we can find all of this at DakotaHolidays.com?
You bet. In all of the lanes again, and the lights are in driving order, clickable, so you can open them up right on MapQuest or Google and just easily get to each one and make your night extremely enjoyable.
Well, thank you very much, all of the elves at Complete Media, for all the time and effort you put into this, because I understand this isn't something that just takes care of itself. I mean, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into this, so thank you for this project of passion that you guys do every single year.
Well, thanks, John, for having us on. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
Again, Matt Luke with Complete Media, also with DakotaHolidays.com. You can check that out and get out. I encourage you to do that this weekend. Get out and see the Christmas lights. Somebody spent a lot of time and effort putting these things up. A lot of somebody's did that. So take a little bit of time to cruise by, and it takes about 4 hours if you want to see the whole darn thing. But you can do like a little section here and there. They've got it broken down into different quadrants to make it really simple and really easy. Again, DakotaHolidays.com. Something else you're going to notice on there, you might notice Snowy Radio is listed. That's our commercial-free Christmas channel, and we're also one of the sponsors of Dakota Holidays with that. So if you want to hear some sounds of the season, you can hear that at snowyradio.com. And then, of course, on Sunny Radio, we don't play any Christmas music because we have the commercial-free Christmas channel. So something for those who like Christmas music and something for those who don't. And again, I encourage you to get out there and check it out either way at DakotaHolidays.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Orange and his celebrities. Fabulous. I've kind of dipped my toes in these little celebrity waters before, but now I think I'm just going to dive in head first. I'm pretty sure Hollywood is now completely out of ideas. We're rebooting. Well, at least we're bringing back Eddie Murphy in Arsenio Hall. Coming to America 2.
Okay.
Coming to America 2.
What is the premise of this one? Do you know?
Exactly. Where can they go from there?
Oh, by golly.
Back to America?
Well, it was 32 years ago after Eddie and Arsenio became a movie royalty in Coming to America, which was actually a pretty good movie.
Great.
It was a
Pretty
great
fun
movie. I did
Really
love
was.
that movie.
Prince Hakeem and his trusty friend Semi
Yeah.
It was funny.
reuniting. Well, it's going to be released, by the way, Amazon Prime Video March 5th
Okay.
of next year. And apparently they find out when they were originally in America, the prince got a girl pregnant or something.
Really?
Was not aware of it.
I don't remember that in the original movie.
I don't remember that
Was not
happening.
aware of it. Learns that he actually fathered a son with a local woman. I honestly, I don't care about any of this.
That's kind of stretching it a bit because that wasn't part of the original. But that's fine. Whatever, I suppose.
It's almost all the original cast, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
And I love the show, so maybe it'll be good.
But they're adding, and Heidi, you'll love this because we're huge fans. In fact, we play one of his songs on Sunny here. Tracy Morgan is in this one.
It's Biz Markie that we play.
Who?
Biz Markie. He sounds like Tracy Morgan, but it's Biz Markie.
No, it's Tracy Morgan.
It might be. I've never seen them in the same room together. So.
John Amos is back. James Earl Jones
Oh, nice. Yeah.
played, the king, I guess.
The
in
king.
original.
Yeah, he
King
was
of
king.
Zamunda.
Yeah, so most of that original cast, if they're around, they're going to be in this thing. So
Well, that's
Nice.
good.
that's your cup of tea. There you go. A reboot.
I wonder if they're going to have Soul Glow. That's your Soul Glow.
Is that
It was the hair product that.
okay? But there's a barber shop in the original,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it was
yeah.
two different things, though. Yeah, but yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I would guess so.
Rocky Marciano.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll be sure to catch it because I'm a big Amazon Prime streaming fan.
Dan, we have that, so you can watch it with us.
You know, I don't
They
think
can
people
date of
actually believe this, but you can vouch for me, right? Do I have the internet at home?
No,
You do not.
I do not.
No,
No.
he barely has the internet at work.
I barely have electricity or running water.
Crazy thing is, the laptop he has got destroyed, and he wanted the same laptop. I had to find one it was a vintage laptop in a pawn shop.
Well, it's coal powered.
It is. It's Windows 95.
Every couple hours, got to shovel some coal in.
But with the click of a button, I can play Pong.
Well, Dan, thank you for the update, sir.
Hey, thanks for letting me hang around. I don't know what you're thinking.
And most of what we just said was absolutely 100% true.
It
so
is.
there you go. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you right now by the Great Big Gift Card Giveaway. You can learn more at sunnyradio.com.
Want to save money? Take the bettercreditcards.com challenge. It's simple and free, and you could save money every single month. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if they can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Do it today. Bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, December 18th, 2020. Another day and another new all-time high were set by the broad market. The S&P 500 crept up throughout the day to close with a gain of near 0.5%, as traders and investors continue to bet on an economic stimulus bill. As yet, there's been no movement on the bill, but reports from Washington continue to stimulate hope. With the holidays fast approaching and lawmakers heading home for the session break, a deal may be elusive until early January. In other news, the economic data continues to come in mixed. On the one hand, the number of jobless claims edged higher over the last week as the COVID cases continue to grow. Conversely, the number of housing starts and building permits accelerated from the previous month and beat their consensus estimates in a show of underlying economic strength. You can get the inside track from Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.